Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Matt and Sara Podcast.
Hi, everyone. We are so happy you are here with us today.
Yes, this is a podcast for people who are learning English. We speak slowly and clearly, so don't worry, you can understand us.
That's right. We want you to feel relaxed. Learning English is fun, and we're here to help you every single day.
So, if you are a beginner, this podcast is perfect for you. We use simple words, we explain everything, and we always have a good time.
Exactly. And today, we have a very, very important topic. Matt, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are talking about how to introduce yourself in English. This is one of the most important things you need to know.
Yes, think about it. Every time you meet someone new, what is the first thing you do? You introduce yourself. You say your name, where you are from, what you do, things like that.
And in English, this can feel a little scary at first. But don't worry, after today, you will feel much more confident. We promise.
We are going to teach you the most important phrases. We are going to give you examples, and we are even going to practice together.
That's right. So stay with us. Let's learn together. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Let's go.
Okay, Sara, let's start from the beginning. Let's talk about what it means to introduce yourself.
Good idea. So, introduce yourself. What does that mean? Well, when you introduce yourself, you tell people who you are. You share information about you.
Right. For example, your name, where you're from, your age, what you do for work or school, maybe your hobbies, things like that.
Yes, exactly. These are the most common things people say when they meet someone for the first time.
And in English, the first sentence is usually very simple. You say, "Hi, my name is," or "Hello, I am." It's really that simple.
Let me give you an example. I will introduce myself now. Ready? Hi, my name is Sara. I am from Brazil. I am a teacher. I love music, and I love learning languages.
See? That's it. Short, simple, and very clear. Now let me try. Hello, my name is Matt. I'm from the United States. I work with English, and I love coffee and podcasts.
Of course you love coffee, Matt. You drink coffee every single morning.
Every morning. I can't start my day without it. But that's a different topic. Let's focus.
Okay. So, listeners, did you hear that? Both of us said our name, where we are from, and something we like. That is a basic introduction.
And it's perfect for beginners. You don't need to say a lot. Just say the most important things about you.
Right. Start simple. Short sentences are good. People will understand you, and they will be happy to meet you.
All right, now let's look at the most important phrases. These are the sentences you need to remember.
Yes, we are going to say each phrase slowly, and we'll explain what it means. Ready? First phrase, my name is.
My name is. This is how you say your name. Very simple. My name is Matt. My name is Sara. My name is, and then you say your name.
You can also say, I am. For example, I am Sara, I am Matt. Both ways are correct. Both are very common.
In spoken English, people often say I'm. That is the short form of I am. So you can say I'm Sara. I'm Matt. It sounds very natural.
Good point. In normal conversation, we use short forms a lot. So I am becomes I'm. It's faster and sounds more natural.
Okay, next phrase. I am from. This is how you say where you are from.
For example, I am from Brazil. I am from the United States. I am from Japan. I am from Mexico. You just say your country.
Or you can say the city. For example, I am from Sao Paulo. I am from New York. I'm from Tokyo. City or country, both are great.
And you can combine them. For example, I am from Sao Paulo in Brazil. That gives a little more information.
Perfect. Now, next phrase. I am years old. This is how you say your age.
For example, I am 25 years old. I am 30 years old. I am 42 years old. You say the number and then years old.
In conversation, people sometimes just say the number, like I'm 30, without years old. Both ways are okay.
Yes, that's true. In informal conversation, that means relaxed, casual conversation, you can just say the number.
Now let's talk about work. How do you say what you do? The phrase is, I am a, or I work as a.
For example, I am a teacher, I am a student, I am a doctor, I am an engineer, I work as a designer, I work as a nurse.
Notice that we say I am a teacher with a, but we say I am an engineer with an. Why?
Good question. In English, before a word that starts with a vowel sound like A, E, I, O, U, we use an instead of a. So, a teacher, an engineer, a doctor, an artist.
That's a little grammar tip for you. Don't worry too much about it now. With practice, it will feel natural.
Exactly. Just listen and practice. You will get it.
Okay, let's keep going. Another very common thing people say when they introduce themselves is where they live. Not just where they are from, but where they live now.
Yes, because sometimes people are from one place, but they live in another place. For example, I am from Brazil, but maybe I live in London. Or I am from Japan, but I live in Canada.
So the phrase is, I live in. Very simple. I live in New York. I live in Rio de Janeiro. I live in Paris.
You can also say, I currently live in. The word currently means right now, at this moment. So it's a little more specific.
For example, I currently live in Los Angeles. That means right now, today, this is where I live.
You can combine where you are from and where you live now, like this. I am from Mexico, but I currently live in the United States.
That's a great example. It tells the person a little story about you, where you started and where you are now.
And people love to hear that. It makes the conversation more interesting. They might ask you questions.
Yes, like, oh, really? How long have you lived there? Or, do you like it? And then you have a real conversation.
That's the goal, right? To start a conversation. The introduction is just the beginning. After that, you can keep talking.
Exactly. So don't think of it as just a speech. Think of it as the start of something bigger, a connection with another person.
I love that, Matt. An introduction is a connection. I'm going to remember that.
All right. Now let's talk about hobbies and interests. This is my favorite part.
Mine too, because this is where your personality comes out. You can talk about what you love, what you enjoy, what you do in your free time.
The basic phrase is, I like, or I love, or I enjoy. All three are very common.
For example, I like reading books. I love listening to music. I enjoy cooking. All of these are correct ways to say it.
And the difference, well, I like is positive. I love is stronger. It means you really, really like it. And I enjoy is similar to I like, but it sounds a little more formal.
In everyday conversation, people say all three, but I like and I love are probably the most common.
Let me give you some examples of hobbies. I like playing football. I love watching movies. I enjoy hiking in the mountains.
I love dancing. I like reading novels. I enjoy traveling to new places. I also love talking to people. That's why I do this podcast.
Yes, Sarah loves to talk. That is very true.
Hey, you love to talk too, Matt.
That is also very true. We are a good team.
We really are. Okay, listeners, let's practice. Think about your hobbies. What do you like to do? Try to say it in English.
For example, I like playing video games. I love cooking. I enjoy swimming. I like spending time with my family.
There are so many options, and they are all great because when you talk about something you love, it's easy to speak. You are excited.
Right. Passion makes language easier. When you talk about something you care about, the words come more naturally.
So our tip is practice talking about your hobbies in English first because it's easier when you love the topic.
Okay, now let's put everything together. We are going to show you a full introduction, a complete one.
Yes, this is where we take all the pieces and put them together into a smooth introduction, like a little speech about yourself.
I'll go first. Listen carefully. Hello, my name is Matt. I am from Chicago in the United States. I currently live in Florida. I am 34 years old. I work as an English teacher and podcast host. In my free time, I love drinking coffee, listening to music, and going for long walks. I'm really happy to meet you.
Beautiful. Did you hear that? He used all the phrases we taught you: name, country, city, age, job, hobbies, and a friendly ending.
Now, Sarah, your turn.
Okay. Hi there. My name is Sara. I am from Brazil. I currently live in a beautiful city near Rio de Janeiro. I am in my early 30s. I am a teacher and content creator. I love music, dancing, learning new things, and, of course, this podcast. It's so nice to meet you.
Perfect. And did you notice something? Both introductions are different. We use the same structure, but the details are our own.
That's the important thing. The structure is your guide, but you fill it in with your information, your life, your personality.
So, listeners, let's break down that structure one more time. Ready? Number 1, say your name. Number 2, say where you are from. Number 3, say where you live now. Number 4, say your age, optional but common. Number 5, say your job or what you study. Number 6, say your hobbies or interests. Number 7, say a friendly closing like nice to meet you.
That is the perfect beginner's introduction, and you can make it shorter or longer depending on the situation.
For example, if you're meeting someone at a party, you might just say your name and 1 or 2 things. But in a job interview or a class, you might say more.
Context is important. That means look at the situation and decide how much to say.
Great. Now let's talk about the questions. Because when you introduce yourself, people might ask you questions, and you need to be ready.
Yes, let's go through the most common questions and practice the answers.
First question. What's your name? This means, what are you called? What is your name?
Answer. My name is Sara, or simply, I'm Sara. Short and clear.
Second question. Where are you from? This asks about your country or city of origin.
Answer. I'm from Brazil, or I'm from Sao Paulo, Brazil. You can be specific or general.
Third question. What do you do? This is asking about your job or your studies.
This is a common one. In English, what do you do usually means what is your job. But you can also say, I'm a student if you're studying.
Answer examples. I'm a teacher. I'm an engineer. I'm a nurse. I'm a student. I work in a restaurant. I work at a school.
Fourth question. How old are you? This asks about your age. In English, this is normal to ask, but in some cultures, people don't ask this.
Answer. I'm 28 years old. Or, I'm 28. Simple.
Fifth question. What do you like to do in your free time? Or what are your hobbies? These are very common at parties, in classes, or when making new friends.
Answer. I like playing guitar. I enjoy cooking. I love going to the gym. I like watching films on weekends.
These questions are all very friendly. They help people get to know you. And now you know how to answer them.
Yes. And remember, you don't have to answer perfectly. Even if you make a small mistake, that's okay. People will still understand you.
Absolutely. People are kind. When you try to speak English, most people will appreciate your effort. They want to help you, not judge you.
Okay, let's take a moment to review some important vocabulary words from today. Sarah, can you help?
Of course. Let's go through them. First word, introduce. To introduce means to present yourself or someone else for the first time.
Example, let me introduce myself. My name is Matt.
Second word, origin. Origin means where you come from, your country or place of birth.
Example, my origin is the United States. Or more natural, I'm originally from the United States.
Third word, currently. Currently means right now, at this time.
Example, I currently live in Florida. That means right now, today, I live in Florida.
Fourth word, profession. Profession means your job, your career. what you do for work.
Example, my profession is teaching, or I'm a teacher by profession.
Fifth word, hobby. A hobby is something you do for fun, in your free time, not for work, just for pleasure.
Example, my hobbies are reading and cooking. I like gardening as a hobby.
Sixth word, personality. Your personality is how you are as a person. Are you shy or outgoing, serious or funny, calm or energetic?
Example, my personality is very friendly and open. I love meeting new people.
And eighth word, fluent. To be fluent in a language means you can speak it very well, naturally and easily.
Example, I am fluent in English. I want to become fluent in Portuguese.
And confident. To be confident means you feel sure about yourself. You are not scared to try.
Example, I want to be confident when I speak English, and that comes with practice.
These are great words to know. Use them in your introductions and your conversations will sound more natural.
All right, now it's time for some fun. Sara and I are going to practice a real conversation. We are going to pretend we are meeting each other for the first time.
Yes, this way you can hear how an introduction sounds in a real conversation. Not just phrases, but a real back and forth. Ready, Matt?
Ready. You start.
Okay. Hi there. I don't think we've met before. My name is Sara. What's your name?
Hi, Sara. Nice to meet you. My name is Matt. Are you from here?
No, actually I'm not. I'm from Brazil. And you? Where are you from?
Oh, interesting. I'm from the United States, from Chicago actually, but I live in Florida now.
Oh, Florida. How lovely. I've always wanted to visit. So, Matt, what do you do for work?
I'm an English teacher and podcast host. And you?
Oh, wow, me too, actually. Well, I'm a teacher as well, and I do content creation. It's so nice to meet someone who also loves language.
Definitely. It's a small world. So, Sara, what do you like to do when you're not working?
I love music, listening, and dancing. I also enjoy traveling. I like exploring new cultures and trying new food. What about you?
I love coffee. That's number one. And I enjoy going for long walks, listening to podcasts, and spending time with friends. I'm quite social.
That's wonderful. Me too. I think we are going to get along very well.
Ha, I think so too. It's great to meet you, Sara.
Great to meet you too, Matt.
And cut! How was that, everyone? Did you hear how natural that sounded?
We used all the phrases: name, country, city, job, hobbies, and we asked questions too. That's how a real conversation works.
It's like a tennis match. You say something, the other person responds, then you say something else. Back and forth.
I love that comparison. A conversation is like a tennis match. Short hits, back and forth. Not one long speech from one person.
Let's add one more topic that often comes up when you introduce yourself. Your family.
Oh yes, people love to ask about family, and it's a very natural part of an introduction, especially when you are getting to know someone.
So, some useful phrases. I have a brother. I have 2 sisters. I am an only child. That means you have no brothers or sisters.
You can also say, I am married. I am single. I have 2 children. I have a dog. Yes, pets count too. People love to talk about their pets.
Ha, that's so true. I always talk about my dog when I meet someone new. His name is Max. He is a golden retriever and he is absolutely adorable.
Oh, I didn't know that, Matt. How old is Max?
He's 4 years old and he loves going for walks. That is why I love walking too. He gives me no choice.
That's sweet. So, listeners, you see, even talking about your pet is a way to share who you are. It shows your personality. It makes the conversation warmer.
Right. And you can use simple sentences. I have a cat. Her name is Luna. She is very lazy. 3 short sentences. Easy.
Or you can talk about where you grew up. I grew up in a small town. I grew up in a big city. I grew up near the ocean. These are all great things to share.
The phrase, I grew up in, means where you lived when you were a child, when you were young. For example, I grew up in Chicago.
And I grew up near Rio de Janeiro. It's a beautiful place. Mountains, beaches, sunshine. I miss it every day.
It sounds amazing. Maybe one day we can record an episode from there.
I would love that. Okay, but let's stay focused. The point is, talking about your family, your pets, where you grew up, all of this is part of introducing yourself.
It gives people a picture of your life, and it makes them feel connected to you. That is the magic of a good introduction. Okay, we are almost at the end of today's episode. But before we go, we want to give you some tips. These are our best tips for introducing yourself in English as a beginner.
Tip number 1. Start simple. You don't need to say everything at once. Just your name and 1 or 2 things is enough to start.
Tip number 2, speak slowly. Don't rush. When you speak slowly, people understand you better, and you have more time to think of the right words.
Tip number 3. Smile. Even when you feel nervous, a smile makes everything better. It shows you are friendly and open.
Tip number 4, practice out loud. Don't just read these phrases, say them. Say them in the mirror. Say them to your friend. Say them to yourself in the shower. Practice is everything.
Tip number 5. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Every person who speaks English, even native speakers, makes mistakes sometimes. Mistakes are how you learn.
Tip number 6, listen to English every day. The more you hear it, the more natural it sounds. Podcasts, like ours, are great for this.
Tip number 7. Write your introduction down. Write it on paper or on your phone. Read it every day. Memorize it. Then it will feel easy when the moment comes.
And tip number 8, our favorite, enjoy the process. Learning English is a journey. It takes time, but every step forward is something to celebrate.
Yes, be proud of yourself. You are here, listening to this podcast, learning English. That is amazing. Give yourself credit.
And here's a bonus tip from me. Record yourself. Use your phone and record yourself introducing yourself in English. Then listen back.
Oh, that's a really good one. It feels a little uncomfortable at first. Nobody loves hearing their own voice, but it is so helpful.
Yes, when you listen to yourself, you notice things. Maybe you speak too fast. Maybe you say a lot. Maybe your pronunciation is actually better than you thought.
Exactly. And you can compare over time. Record yourself today, then again in 1 month. You will hear the improvement, and that is very motivating.
Growth is motivating. When you see that you are getting better, you want to keep going. That is the key to learning any language.
Consistency. Every day a little bit. Even 5 minutes a day makes a difference over time.
Okay, everyone, that's a wrap for today's episode of the Matt and Sara Podcast.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We really appreciate it, and we hope you learned a lot today.
Let's do a quick recap. Today, we learned how to introduce yourself in English. We learned phrases like, my name is, I am from, I currently live in, I am, years old, I work as, I like, I love, I enjoy.
We also learned important vocabulary words, common questions people ask, and tips for beginners. And we practiced a real conversation together.
If you want to practice, here's our challenge for you. Write your own introduction in English. Use the structure we taught you, and say it out loud.
You can even share it in the comments. We would love to hear your introduction. Tell us your name, where you're from, and one thing you love. We'll read them.
And if you liked this episode, please share it with a friend who is also learning English. That helps us a lot.
Come back next time for another episode. We are always here, teaching English in a simple, fun, and friendly way.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep learning.
Bye, everyone. See you soon.
Take care.